Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel for the weekend edition of the technical wrap up with myself, Michael Nauss, charter market technician, back from vacation. So you didn't miss anything on the channel last week. You didn't need to check your spam filter. I got a couple of people saying, "Hey, I'm checking my spam filters. I'm not getting the emails." I just took last week off and just away from the screens, away from social media, away from the markets. Highly recommend. I will probably be doing more of that going forward. But I am back here now on Saturday. So a whole week has gone by, and we're going to go through some weekly charts. We're going to try to figure what's going on, what I missed, what's going on for the next week, go over the stocks that I'm watching going into the next week as well. If you're seeing this on any of the social medias, please, like, subscribe, retweet, all that kind of stuff. If you want to get this video that I generally do daily and all of the screenshots and then access to just copy and paste my watch list into trade ideas, you got to sign up for the email list there. You go to StatsEdgeTrading.com and sign up right there. So, all right. With all that out of the way, as always, we're going to start with Bitcoin. And this is the weekly candle on Bitcoin. We got to zoom in here and see not a lot of anything happen. So, right, it is what it is. I am still short a little bit of Bitcoin from when we broke down here, hoping we break down this downtrend line and get like a push into maybe 20,000 or so. Failed pretty hard at this area, right? So, this area right here, I'm getting my feet back, my sea legs, I guess, for making videos as well. I gotta set all this stuff up, but yeah, so this was a massive level on Bitcoin that we pulled down to and bounced, and then when we broke through this was kind of the big whoosh that happened. Now we came up, we've tested that, failed, come up again, tested it. If we fail, then I think we could continue to maybe come and test these lows. If not, then I think we're going to break out to new highs. I just see so much sentiment out there of people thinking the new highs are the only way. That kind of makes me a little bit worried. So into Aussie Yen. Aussie Yen had a clean break of this resistance area right here, broke that, came back down, and is retesting this now. So I'm looking on a lower time frame for Aussie Yen long. Also US CAD. I talked about how I was playing on the shorter term time frame some shorts off of this level right here, where we had support in through here. And I got some good trades out of that, and then it broke on last week, broke right back up through that. So now I'm kind of looking at this whole thing here might have been a bear trap. So that's the note that I have on the screenshot that you can get via the email. But there's big bear trap going on here on US dollar CAD. So now I'm kind of switching when I'm in my lower time frame, looking bullish on US dollar CAD, and same with gold. Full disclosure, I am long some gold here. I took some gold long from my phone with my Forex prop firm on Friday. Basically, I was just looking at a bit of a shorter term time frame and noting that we broke out of this prior support right here, which was resistance right here, this big level, and then we pulled back to it. So I always trade these things from an hourly chart. So when we had this nice little pop up on Friday here, and then we kind of pulled back in to this level, that's where I kind of punched into my trade. But the idea is based off this weekly chart that I think, if we could keep going, that could be fantastic. So again, I am long gold to take a play off of that. So now we're done with Forex. Let's get into some stocks here with trade ideas. And again, with the email list, you can copy and paste your, I gotta move this, put this back. You can copy and paste your information, the link into trade ideas in order to get the watch list just sent directly to you. And I update that every day as well. You just got to sign up for the email list and have trade ideas. If you don't have trade ideas, you can use StatsEdge15 on checkout to save yourself some bucks, and that helps out the channel. So main thing I'm looking here on the S&P 500 is this pretty important level. This is where we broke down, where the bear market started. This is the failure that happened, and we came all the way back up there, and we're struggling. And it's really more pronounced, I think, on the Qs. Right, I had this line drawn in. This was part of the email list for a long time going back, right? This very important level that was support, and then we broke down, and now it's looking like it could be resistance on the way back up. I don't think this is the end of the bull market, but I wouldn't be shocked if we're going to get some play through here or a pullback. I see a pullback likely as well. And then a lot of these things, right? Things are just hitting resistance. We have SMH. This thing is hitting resistance, right here. XLRE looks like absolute crap. So this is real estate. So if we have both tech and real estate not doing well, it doesn't give me too much hope for everything else that's going on. So again, my entire list I share every time, but I don't go over it. I share in the email every time. I don't go over it in the video because, I'm trying to keep these relatively close or short. So these are just going to be the ones that I'm looking at going into tomorrow, the new ones that I've added. So the first one here is Zim. This one came from a high short float scan that I have with a 23% short float, and basically just looking at this, potential rounded bottom going in here, and then this flat top at, call it like 15 to 16. So with a 22% short float, maybe we got some moves going on here. And then we have ANET. I added ANET as well. The simple idea is that we've had these prior highs that we've broken out of. We've come back and we've now tested those highs as well. If you draw in an anchored view up from before the gap, which is the scan that I found this from, it's acting pretty perfectly, right? So here's your earnings gap, and then we have a pullback, and it comes right back to that, but it can't close below it. So now I'm looking to get a push up. This is one of my favorite setups. That's about it for new ones. One thing I did want to add is that I still do have Mara on the list, but we have earnings on the 8th, right? So just be very, very careful if something happens before then. I'm not going to take it. I had a great trade on Mara from this kind of 10 to 50 all the way up to 17, I think. So I had a great trade on it percentage wise. I'm looking to see if this holds basically. So what I'm hoping is happening is that earnings is kind of a non-event, and then over the next few days it breaks up on its own. So I won't be buying this one before earnings. Now, all right, so that is it for me today. Again, go over StatsEdgeTrading, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. And I am back. So next week, prepare for more frequent videos. But one thing I did want to ask, and every time I ask, I do it at the end because it's the hardcore, is daily. Do you like watching these every day, or would you like it better if they were more infrequent, where it's, maybe Wednesday and Friday, right? Midweek and the end of the week. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested to do more. That might free me up to do other things, other kinds of content, trade reviews or something like that. But again, just leave your answers in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.